Today I had a 1 in 36 chance to make $200,000, and it all started when I was studying poker in my room. On days where I know I'm not actually gonna go play, I like to spend a lot of time working on my game. But I have a tendency to get so distracted, I swear. So it's in these moments that I normally try to shut my phone off and try to minimize distractions as much as possible. But literally as I go to hold down the power button and shut off my phone, I get a text that would change my whole day. Tonight, the Borgata was hosting a Baccarat tournament where, if you made the final table, you had a chance to compete for $200,000. I got a text saying a seat had opened up, but in order to play, I needed to stop studying and be there in 20 minutes. Oh no, stop studying? Sorry, coach, but this wasn't much of a decision. So I threw on a nice dress and headed up to play. And as soon as I stepped onto the 40th floor observatory, I was taken aback with how beautiful the setup was. Beautiful views, delicious food, and private Baccarat dealers? I mean, I really felt like a VIP. The premise of the actual tournament itself was pretty simple. Win your table twice in a row, and you were in the money. Win a third time, though, and walk away with hundreds of thousands. But as exciting as that was, I didn't want to be unprepared. So I sat down at my first table with a strategy. Go all in the very first hand and force my opponents to play aggressively in order to try to catch up. So I sit down and put everything on player. And not only did it hit, but for a while my plan was working too. People were betting super aggressively and losing. The only problem was our table had like the strongest Baccarat pattern I've ever seen in my life. So unfortunately, they started to catch up. The scores got really close, so I had no choice but to go all in on my last bet, which was actually a secret bet, meaning I couldn't see how much anyone else was betting besides myself. I bet banker, and it actually hit, but so did one of my opponents, so unfortunately I lost by a few hundred in the first round. No 200K for me, but still one of the coolest experiences in my life.